Hello. So this is a reading for Leo, wherever you've got prominent Leo placements. If you're not sure about your astrology placements, I'll leave a link below. You can get a free astrology report. And I was actually sitting down to record Aries. That's how I had it all planned out in my head, the order of things. But I got such strong messages through about sun, about light, about doing a reading for Leo. So change your plans. We are in the middle of Mercury retrograde, and sitting down at the bottom of the deck, the Queen of Wands. So more confirmation there. And some of the other messages that were coming through, well, it's about light, it's about sun, also the light of the soul. And so it really feels like you're going through some sort of initiation. That could be a dark night of the soul. It could be that you're learning some practices, shamanic or Reiki. I think Pluto's in Aquarius at the moment, and so that's going to be opposite your placements. So lots of shadow work, lots of transformation, and so yeah, this could be an urgent message or something that you really need to hear. It's a collective reading, but the universe is always speaking to us, so there'll be something here for you. I'm looking forward to seeing what wants to come through. We're going to be in Leo season at the end of the month, and Jupiter's just moved into Leo, so lots of expansion. Yeah, lots of expansion, lots of good luck. And so if this is a time that you've been navigating through a really difficult, tough time, then hopefully there's light at the end of the tunnel. And yeah, this is a time where luck starts going your way. Okay, flying out of the deck, we have the Devil. And this, I'm getting, there's some restriction, just checking whether this is past. So this is something that you might be navigating through now, whether that's, it could be addictions to things. It can also be negative thought patterns and beliefs. This is about freeing yourself from any ties, and in particular ties to the past. Any unhelpful behaviors, any relationships that aren't serving you, any unhelpful thought patterns, anything that's keeping you tied back and preventing you from tapping into that light within and the light ahead on your journey. Yep. And so the Six of Swords, and so this really is you moving. This could be you shifting out of relationships or out of situations, or specifically ways of looking at yourself and viewing your life and your situations. You're now moving towards calmer waters, and your spirit guides on the boat there with you. This is you moving forward, and your guides wanting you to know, to trust that path, to trust that journey forward. This is you moving into a space where you're starting to follow your heart. That's been coming through even before I sat down for the reading. Following your heart is really key here. And yet we've got the Two of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Lovers here. And so this is you moving out of restriction. This is you moving out of restriction and looking at where you want to go. What does the world look like if anything's possible? And this is you really building that future, creating that reality and building that legacy. And coming through so strong as well as being in alignment. This really is you starting to find that guidance within and that light within. And if this has been an ego death of some sort or a dark night of the soul, this is you coming out of the other side of that and really tapping into what the soul is ready for. So it might have felt really tough, all of the restrictions that you felt, all of the darkness, all of the difficult times, and you might have felt unprepared for it. But your soul was preparing and building up for that specific moment, for those tough times, so that you could rise out of it, the phoenix rising out of the ashes, so that you can really make those choices from your heart and really letting your soul navigate the way forward. And now you're really seeing the future. You're seeing the future and building that future from what your soul is telling you and what you're being guided towards. This really is you moving into your purpose. So again, this might be the spiritual initiation, might not just be the difficult times that you've been going through and how you're rising out of it. Could also be that this is where you're going to start using the magic from how you've healed. You're going to potentially be able to support others or use this for your gold moving forward and build that future that you envision, any intentions that you're setting, and getting confirmation there. And I'm getting that there's something that you're holding on to at the moment. Okay, so this something that you're holding on to, and here we've got the star, and so this is amazing. This is you holding on to the hope, and through this healing, or looking at the end of the tunnel and seeing that light and following your hope. Hope's so important, and light, just the message about light just keeps coming through it in this reading even before I sat down. And so this is you moving forward with courage, moving forward with hope, and moving forward with patience as well, knowing that you're in alignment and that the universe, you're co-creating with the universe, and so you're building your dreams. And so a big message about keeping that hope. Okay, so I've got some energies that you can either see on the horizon, or it might be some energies that are near to approaching. This is something that's going to be happening soon. And look at this, the Magician. So again, another beautiful card. This is you with all of the tools that you need. You're, again, I'd said it just before turning the card over, you're co-creating with the universe. All the tools at your disposal to do that. You're getting those visions, setting those intentions and grounding them into reality to create this 10 of Pentacles. There's some lessons either from the root cause of things from the past. This is the root, and something that you need to listen to, some lessons to be learned from the past, and being given 3 cards here, and deeply connected to the heart as well. So this is in the past. Yeah, and look, we've got the 6 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 8 of Wands. And so this really is something from the past that you've been healing through. This could also be past lifetimes that you've been healing, but definitely something from the past where there were quick movement, unexpected, and it really felt earlier like there was something unexpected that happened that maybe rocked the boat that you were in and was difficult to navigate. And especially around the heart, there's been lots of heart healing. So potentially grief, a sudden loss, something like that. And this is you moving knowing into the wheel of fortune moving, the wheel is turning. And so this, like I said, Jupiter moving into your sign, this is a changing of your luck. Yeah. Okay. And what needs to be listened to is really releasing any of those ties from the past, any difficulties from the past. Now, this could be people, it could be situations that you might be replaying in your mind, old ways of thinking. Spirit saying, let all of that go. To start fresh and to build this, you know that you've up-leveled spiritually, you've up-leveled as a person. That wheel has turned and your luck is changing. But that also means releasing the weight of the past so that you can fly. Okay, I've got 2 cards here, and I've got, these are tools in your pocket and something within reach, something that you're able to tap into. And so here we've got the Moon and the Hermit, powerful cards together. So we're talking about following that light of your soul, really tapping in, bringing that wisdom with you, moving forward patiently and wiser from the past, everything that you've been through, all of that shadow work that you've been doing. This is you really healing, trusting that inner guidance, that inner light, and standing on top of the mountain, looking over all the past and the lessons you've learned, but knowing that you don't have to bring that with you. You're really releasing the baggage that you are holding on to and letting that light really shine forward. And this is the light of the soul. This is what your soul is moving into. You, as your soul, moving into your purpose, into alignment towards that light at the end of the tunnel, and letting that alignment and that light within guide the way on this path through the darkness. Okay, yeah. So I'm being given a message in particular about the Hermit, about this is you tapping into, listening to your intuition, letting that navigate with you, letting that help you navigate through life. So whereas in the past you might have listened to others, you might have listened to what other people thought and got your guidance through other people, this is you being guided to navigate through the shadows by yourself, listening to your inner guidance, what feels right for you, and really let that navigate you through. Okay, and again, another message about trusting the path forward, keeping that faith. Getting some cards for the future. So this, for the future, this is what you're moving towards. Wow. So we've gone from the 9, that completion with the Hermit, to the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Cups. And we've got the 5 of Cups here. So this is you on that healing journey, on that healing path, ready to cross that bridge. And the choice again here is, do you look back at the cups that are spilt over, or do you notice the cups that are still standing, and cross that bridge on this healing path, this transformation? And then this is the real completion. You've reached the 10s, double 10. And so you might be seeing 111s, look out for angel signs, but this is really you transforming that past. The knives coming out of your back, the sun rising in the distance, and this is you reaching that 10 of Cups, the wish fulfillment, the joy, and all of the beauty, that all of the intentions that you set coming true, coming to fruition. I'm being having the 10 of cups highlighted, and this is what you hold in your heart. Keep that hope in your heart. Keep that dream that you envision, and dream big and walk step by step towards it. Okay. Okay, so a final message here. Okay, so here's something to grab onto. Again, another message about this is you moving away from old ways of thinking, old goals as well. So maybe there's stuff that in the past you would have dreamed of, but those dreams have changed. And I was pointing to the 2 of Wands and really looking ahead, looking and giving yourself a pat on the back for how far you've come. And now that those dreams have changed, maybe to help serve others, but this is you standing from a higher place and looking at how you see the life now. And so here, this is something for you to grab onto. And here we have the Emperor and the World. And so this is you embracing this ending of an old chapter, the start of a new one, and really moving forward with that Emperor energy. This is you moving forward and building those new structures. This is you standing in your sovereignty and moving forward, having risen up, having made it through that darkness, and building those dreams that you want to see in the future. Okay, that's all of the messages for this reading. Thank you so much for joining me, and please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. I look forward to catching you on the next one. Sending so much love. Bye bye.